Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Let's going to see what's going to happen. So technically we could take a short here. I didn't expect massive drop, but this probably would be all of the drop. If this turns into hammer, so ETH is actually falling much more than Bitcoin, but this needs, the next candle also needs to be bullish, because on 15 minutes we are at 50 EMA. If this turns into a hammer, that might be all they want to do, because we have this fair value gap and this fair value gap. So if this turns bullish, well, actually we could actually go in already, because yeah, 2 minutes, you see railroad track, 5 minutes, one last minute left. I think this would be the long we can take in, because that's a valid retest. It's also all the EMAs here, it's also 50 EMA here, so this might be the moment when they want to push up. So because the Asia high is here, so definitely they didn't want to go back to Asia low, so they want to take initial high, so that's going to be here. So there's liquidity about there, so that's is going to be area. Probably the target would be this if we're gonna go in. So because that's 5 minutes for that, but as long as this turns bullish, we have a nice hammer. They collected liquidity on them here, so let's go into 2 minutes. We are taking long, so we are not taking long. I would expect deeper retrace, because on 15 minutes we need to go to 200, come back, retest on 15. That means that they're gonna go higher, so we only just broke 50, so we're back here. Anyway, I'll be taking long on this. Yeah, I am in on long 79 830 830.0. Stop loss 79670.3. So it needs to hold this, otherwise we're going down, because in 15 minutes it turns around. It didn't turn into hammer, so because this would be a short as well, so but yeah, the short was here, but this good rejection was the reason why I decided to take the entry. As long as this next candle doesn't close below here, it should be absolutely fine. Saying this, the 255 EMA is bearish. It's also here, so it means the charts are bearish. For us to be bullish, it needs to break above here and hold above that. Then it needs to go, the next target is this EMA 255. ETH as well. So let's have a look on ETH. ETH is holding the 50 EMA as well, so we might be able to take this trade here, keep the stop loss there. On 2 minutes, what do we have? It's also holding the 255, so this probably would be the trade. Stop loss, that's if it's confirmed. What's the entry? It's came back holding this 2 minute order block. You see this is an order block. It's holding that order block nicely, so we would put a trade entry, stop loss below the order block, but it needs to start taking some volume. So this 5 minutes, 15 minutes, you see 15 minutes is bearish actually, so this needs to be changing now for us to go up. Bitcoin is not too bad. As long as this turns into a hammer, we should be absolutely fine. So this needs to push up higher, close above this candle here, then it's going to be a hammer. That means we should be absolutely fine. What do we see here? So not too much. Same on ETH. We can see clear downtrend, saying that this created a W formation. It's broke above 50. It's broke above the neckline. So as long as it holds above this neckline, it will be absolutely fine. So ETH, it's breaking up, so that means Bitcoin is going up as well. So okay, 40 seconds, let's see what this guy does. If it breaks above, it means that this order block is going to be invalidated, because they came back, they collected some orders, pushed down, so they getting ready for their next jump. So most likely the next area is going to be here, but really is the liquidity above there, so on 255 EMA. So okay, it doesn't, so it's turned around, so it's created a doji. It's still okay. Let's see what ETH does. Can we jump in on ETH? The same applies for the ETH. ETH is pulling away. So see, nice 15-minute hammer. I'll jump on ETH as well, so that takes us there. Yeah, so ETH, I'm taking ETH. I'm taking ETH as well. I just took ETH trade as well. My entries are 228471 and stop loss is 2280. Okay, 0.14. These are my entries and stop losses. Same on this. This needs to start breaking up, so it's going to break this order block, because it's going to break above. So the idea is it comes back, it goes for 200, comes back to retest on 50 EMA. It means then it's accumulated enough, and it's going to push up higher. So that's the whole idea, is how I would expect. It's also 15 minutes has a nice hammer. It means it's a good rejection from this zone, because this is the zone they rejected, so they don't want to release these traders. Well, this is to be confirmed that it needs to break above 2285 and hold that level. So that's just above the entry zone. So looking on Avalanche, that's pushing up already. So the same again, it came back, retested 50, looked a nice hammer. So supply zone, they collected some of the orders. People go short here, so they have more liquidity above now, so they're gonna just go and push. So I have 2 trades open. Let's see where they're gonna take us. Let's see. Bitcoin is actually in the profit. So as long as it breaks above here, this is the level it needs to break. If it breaks above this and holds, that's when I'm gonna move this trade to break even, so it's risk free. That's 25.25% move, and then we can let it run. So same on ETH as well, so we can see this is coming into profit. Same on ETH, it needs to break above this level, and that's when I can move it into break even. So my break even is around 15-16, so that's my break even. That's where I'm gonna move my stop loss if we're gonna break the level. So that's my trade idea. It's being Friday, it's not always gonna work the way you want it to work or expect it to work, but there's a news event at 3:30, so it's 1 o'clock. Let's see where it goes. I also can have a look on any orders we have. Okay, so there is nothing currently, no shorts piled up, nothing really visible. So there is some shorts at 81,800. Yeah, they are 81,800. So that's, you know, so this is the line where there's loads of shorts. So can they push up there? We'll see. So Bitcoin on 1 hour chart, we can see same on the same W. We can see it's broke the neckline. So if the volume comes in, I expected a potential bounce somewhere on this area, so that's 8501. That is the first target as well for us. Yes, that's the 8501, that's the first target. So yeah, that's just to be confirmed as long as it breaks above here, so, and keeps the trades on the go. ETH is not pushing. ETH is not pushing. As long as this breaks, closes bullish, we should be absolutely fine. So, but you see, it needs that volume coming in. So we're also looking like high, low, high, low. So this needs to go, you know, create another high. So if it creates another high, that means they're going to come up higher, and then it creates low, and then we should be green. If they decide otherwise, then we might not be green. So the same again, you see there's the drop trader zone on here. So 5 minutes drop traders, they need to break above that. So because there's lots of liquidity, this was also the order block. If they want to push higher, I expect them to push higher, because from the 15-minute chart looking on this, they didn't go as deep as I expected, but they retested the 50. Now we just need to allow the push, you know. So there is a massive rejection on the others. Looking on Avalanche, you see the same rejection. They might not want to go higher, and I don't see any orders on the bookmarks. So the shorts, now there is the longs are winning currently still, if I'm looking on the other charts. So this is the website, let's have a look. So this is what I'm looking some orders. If we go back to footprint, we can see what is happening here currently. So you see there's 30 shorts and 49 longs, so 72.69. So that on this price action currently, which is 100 longs, so the longs are winning currently. So if you're looking up higher, there is no large orders until we get, You see, until we get to this area, 800, there is some orders here. So technically they have a free run, like 193 to 81. So the long's actually winning. So the people are triggering long orders now. So they're gonna go. So we'll see. Okay, so this is another tool I use. So there's a small battle. And if this turns into rejection hammer, it means we're gonna have 2 losing trades. But it can just bounce off here. Then again, it created 5 minutes information. So if that creates 5 minutes information, it might be rejecting and coming back. So that is also true. Or it can come back, retest higher date, creates another higher low, high, low, and it's just going to push up higher. So we're going to see. So ETH is not going. That means the trade idea didn't work. So oh yeah, it's massive rejection. Look at this, massive rejection. Bitcoin also massive rejection. And yep, oh yeah, so the trade idea didn't work. Both trades, yep, both trades will be taken out. It means they wanted to do something else. Interesting. It came back. They came back to the same area, retested. You know, the new candle. Look, the bearish. So they still didn't break this level. So my stop loss probably is too short. So I actually moved my stop loss here because that's where it needed to be. 7.8. Yeah, that's where it needed to be. So. I don't move stop loss. I just realized that this stop loss was too close to here, so it needed to be below this area. So also because it came too close to take me out, and I realized that this is the area where it needed to be. So that's the only reason why I moved the stop loss. Look at this one; it's a little bit below that, but from what I can see, it's going to take me out anyway. So. Yeah, look. I was looking on 5 minutes chart, so massive rejection, so it means they rejected all the order block and they don't need any more orders, so they're going to be coming down. So will they be coming down? It's difficult to say. We have to see how the next candles close. But let's see what it does. The trade idea was correct, so it's came back, created high low. Okay, high low. So as long as it stays above this level, will be absolutely fine. So they're gonna reverse that and they can go up. If they're gonna break below this level, then we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down to retrace, probably to this area. Then that's when I did say that I wanted to see the deeper pullback. we'll see. It's a double top, so it's also information. So if it breaks below here, then it means information. Are we going down? We can go back into this level or probably retest this area here. As long as we create higher low here, that means that from the 15-minute time frame, we're going to be going higher. So let's have a look. See, this holds the level. Okay, so it's came back, it's coming back up again. Link, it's completely, so 15 minutes now. We have really good 15-minute hammer. So, but then again, so Asia, they already took Asia high. So Asia low is here, Asia high is there. So they already took the Asia high. So they need to break above that. But as long as they're holding about 50. You know, all these EMAs in 15 minutes will be absolutely fine to go up long. So, and orders, same again. So currently shorts are winning. Okay, we can see the short orders on this candle. There is 50, 46, 27, and then it's 24. So there is double amount short orders on this current price action. So the shorts are winning, but there is some orders just below higher. Then again, there's shorts much bigger than the longs on here. So okay, so there's still a battleground, so we can see the candles. Yes. So yes, let's see what they decide. It all depends how the next candles close. Looking at 15 minutes EMAs as well, so EMAs start funning down. So if this candle doesn't change or next candle doesn't start coming up, then we're probably most likely going to go down. So if you're looking at EMAs are spinning down. You know, the 255 is this one that's coming down. 10 and 20 and 50 is here, so they're just market guides. And look, 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 2 seconds. So ETH. Okay, so inside bar, reversing. So what do we see here? So they want to push back. So on 15 minutes, let's have a look. What's the next candle in 15 minutes? Longs. There was no orders below, so these are long orders. Okay, not much. There's not much volume. We need to see some volume coming in, so for us to be confirmed that we want to go higher. Until then, just keep holding. Just keep holding. You know, if you're following the 50 EMA on this dotted line, so that means we're still going up. They didn't break this level, but as like I said, as long as they hold about here, you know, and there's a squeeze between 200 and 255 and 50, so it needs to break one of these to tell us where they want to go. So 10 and 20 already funning down, so but you know, 10 and 20 changes quickly, so the main is 255, 50 EMA, and the candles. There's massive rejection here, so same again on here, it's massive rejection. Once you open the trades, you know, they stay open. You don't close them. You can reassess, change the idea, unless they are completely invalidated. But what's going to be invalidation? Invalidation is going to be my stop loss. So that means they want to go down. So you know, this was your entry to go down. But as we expected, higher price action, there was no, you know, this was the target, you know, so this was probably the target where we can set it up. So but currently they're holding this level, They're holding this level strong, not strong, but you know, there's this hammer. This is why we took the entry off this hammer, because this candle was bullish. It's came back up pretty bullish, but then it's rejected this zone here, and it's came back really heavy. So the next candles is going to determine where we're going to go. So what do we see on 2 minutes? 2 minutes broke below EMAs, so but same again, it's holding this level. It's a double bottom. So if you're looking on double bottom, it's above 250i, so we need to go and push, but we need to push definitely above all these levels to be bullish. Same again, let's have a look on 2 minutes. Same, more or less the same story. It's holding this level, so this is the order block. They're holding this order block, so if they had enough orders, they're going to push higher, but looking on 2 minutes, that's already spinning down. Looks like the next candles is going to tell us the story. We'll have to see. There's nothing else we can do at this moment. Just keep watching and keep waiting. So avalanche, you know, it's the same, holding the level. H bar, same again, it's holding the level. This is nice railroad track. Link, you know, link is been up and down. So and if you're looking at hours, so 1 hour, it's rejecting the 20 EMA, which is, you know, as I said, it needs to break above this, then it go for 50, maybe a retrace, come back up. So ETH, same again. So this was the idea what I had on 4 hours to come back into this order block. So as long as it starts pushing up higher, we can expect, but there was like loads of liquidity. That's why they grabbed, and that's why they reversed. So because people went short late, but they're holding this level, which is good. So we need to see if they want to push up higher. If they reject this area again, we might be reversing, but we'll see. We'll see. There's nothing I can tell you now, because the price action currently is, you know, they came back holding the level, multiple rejections from here. So now they sort of pushed up, but you know, this candle turned into hammer. This is doji, this is doji. So there's like really indecision. So there's another 40 minutes for us to go. This candle can change in anything. So you see, it's already coming back down. So Bitcoin is nearly at break even at entry point. No, not break even, an entry point. But then again, you see it starts rejecting, so it needs to really break above this line. ETH, it's coming back. You see how the EMAs are spanning down already, so it means, and look at this 50-minute rejection, you know, 50-minute hammer. So that's probably is going to be the one that's going to be the first one go. Same again, there is massive hammer rejection. 9 minutes for it to go to change something, which is highly unlikely for this moment and time. So order block, so that's 5 minutes, so that's actually 2 minute order block. Yeah, but it's, you see, it's pushback, but it's you see, if you're looking down, it's came up, create higher low, and it's created a low. It didn't broke below here, it's created another high low. So this holding this level, so it did actually create a lower high, lower low here. And now it's gonna be pushing down. Yeah, this 3 minutes order block. Well, you know, there's many things can change now. We'll see. 5 minutes. Yeah, the volume is coming in. So let's see, what does ETH does? ETH. there's some orders 22.62 and there's some orders 23.07. Okay, so it's came back, collected these orders there. There is yeah, shorts are winning on here, so if the price comes back, it's going to trigger some shorts. They are more, so they're going to push the price down. So that's the footprint cluster. Let's see. You see how shorts are dominating here. So there is no long orders on here. So anything, yeah, there is like 7,960. 679. Oh, why is that? So where is my, anyway, I lost that. So okay, so just have to wait and see, guys. What do we see? H-bar, you know, it's holding again, so H-bar is looking good. 15 minutes as well, so let's look, the volume's coming in. As long as this starts pushing up and goes higher, so total 3, we see, okay, H-bar is looking good. Avalanche, you know, as long as this closes higher than this candle, it will be absolutely fine. Link is interesting. So XRP, what do we have here? So XRP retraced from 15 minutes. So okay, so it needs to broke. Information again, Dogecoin, Aave, not tradable. So look at this, Sui came back, retested, and it's actually pushing up higher, which is good. Okay, so Algorand, same again. Same again. So Sol, yeah, Sol is difficult, but we'll see. So what do we have? Zeke. So if you're looking on Zeke, that's holding this level, so but it didn't follow up, so that the entry is probably now, this was your entry to go long, because it's holded this drop trader zones, you know, and it's pushed up, came back, retested this second hammer, this higher low, and it's going. So that's a nice entry even from here. So if you didn't, if you couldn't enter there. So what's ADA this morning again, so the same push again, so same levels holding. You see it was holding even this level for all the time, so it means they didn't want to let it down. So what's Jupiter? Same stories. Pendle, you know, that was dead gap zone, entry, Asia, so there was just, you know, it's just push up. So virtual Ondo, oh nice, 6 o'clock, so that was the entry. Look, Ondo is blasting. Jitto, Tao, okay, so hype, same again. So Whiff and Wild Gala, okay, so there is nice hammer at the end of Asia. So this probably, oh, you can get an entry on this one, you know, it's holding some levels, but it's probably, if you're looking on high time frames, it's like creating high low with the hammer, and if you didn't jump on the hammer, this probably is the second entry, so it's came back higher low and it just keeps pushing up. So yeah, and that's ETH. So ETH needs to go much higher. So link, okay, I'm gonna keep it on the link. So Bitcoin is it's going up stronger, but there is multiple rejections again. So 15 minutes. Okay, so it's not scrapped completely. So 2 minutes to go for this to close above. Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to close above here, but as long as it closes bullish, yeah, bullish, it can just a full candle, fills up the candle, doesn't create another inverted hammer or so. So I would expect that. So what we want now is to get some volume. Okay, the volume is really low. You can see these candles. Okay, sarcastically. Volume is low, so well, there was some push a little bit here. Okay, we can see that's the yellow candle, so that was a push on this candle. That's what was that's the good thing. So now we just need to see more volume coming in. If ETH if ETH closes doji, that's still okay. But generally I would like to see more volume, and the EMA is coming up, and you're coming back after these liquidities. So there's loads of liquidity below as well, so they can go both ways. So it just turned up. So this is a doji. It's still above 50 EMA. You can see how they are holding this level. Remember, this is the order block, so they're still holding that. Bitcoin is looking much better. Okay, so this started changing the gears. It's came back, double top, higher low again. So, and they just need to go and push through here. So this is going to be the big key one. So this level is key. So once they break that, then I'm putting this price, this trade into break even. Put my stop loss at 16%. That's going to be my stop loss as long as we break above there. So if we break above that, that means this is the retest, and we're going to go after this liquidity. Well, 200 EMA is definitely so. But then again, you see, they're triggering some orders again. So let me see this. Let's have a look on 15 minutes. So and we're gonna go cluster. And these are market orders, by the way. So they triggered 39 longs on this, and then 5 shorts. But just above that, there was 16 shorts and 6 longs. So that's why it's pulled back, because there was not enough longs. If you want to see some orders here, so we can see there's some orders like shorts and longs on live, but 127 shorts. So Okay, ETH is catching up. As long as this candle closes above this wick into this zone, that would be absolutely fine. So same on Avalanche. Okay, Avalanche is slowly coming up, so it did rejected this zone, so it needs to really break that. So and then we'll be absolutely fine. Exit. Let's talk about exit, where we can exit. So if it breaks above this zone, okay, it comes back. Well, if it comes back, breaks above, closes above this one, I'll put my stop loss at break even. I would expect it to come back all the way to 200 EMA. There's these trap traders, which is another challenge. They need a massive amount of volume to come in to get through that. First target probably is this liquidation zone here. So because then we're looking at next order block here. That is my next target, because there's some supply zone here. But I would expect now that if it breaks, comes back retest, it's gonna go back up, comes back retest, and it's gonna go up. So if they push, you know, that's the target is sphere. So we have to see how it's gonna react on this target here, because on 1 hour, what we're looking is that's the 50 EMA. Okay, so they really need massive amounts of volume to come in and push up. So if you're looking on the charts overall, takes 4 hours. Okay, this comes back up, it creates higher low. Technically, if this holds this level, then I would expect that this is going to go at least to this level, 82, 84, 82.7. Because high, low, high. Okay, so that's how I would expect how it would play out if they want to bring the price higher. Okay, that's 4 hours, because look, it's double top, came back, created higher low, and it's just go. Okay, it's high, low, low, well, high, low, high, low, high, low. So, and it's see how strong it's above 250 EMA. So that's what I would expect. If they're gonna do it or not, it's difficult for us to say, because they can create an information and change the direction of the trend. So that also is a lot of possibilities. So let's see what they want to do. So this looks good so far. ETH is breaking up as well, so definitely on the winning side. So these are my current trades, and well, they are at an entry point, so there's nothing they need to really push. You know, I missed this trade in the morning. I was setting up my record studios and cameras, and I was expecting this to be a retrace here, because I took a short from here. I took a short, then I got distracted, and you know, I came back to charts, it was already there. So I knew that I was expecting probably retrace here, come back, but it didn't. So it just pushed up to 200 EMA. So that's the expected. So now, following the idea, this is where it's going to go. So it's definitely going to reach one of these liquidation levels here. So 2300 and 2315. So same on Bitcoin. So we'll see. Let's see. It needs to break above this, close above that. So then it means we are putting stop loss in break even, risk-free trades. Good. Look, volume is coming in. That is awesome to see. is well done. So yep, H-bar. I have multiple screens, so that's why I'm looking on multiple areas, because I have a main screen here, then I have ETH and Bitcoin always there, and then I have 2 trading pairs there, and exchange on the other screen. So this is my main screen where I chart everything, and I can flip between the charts and see what's happening. So look, same again, it's holding the 10 EMA, so the volume is coming in. We can definitely see that. This H-bar is pushing through. H-bar is really good actually to trade. Link Algorand is probably also really good to trade. So who is pushing the more? Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter was like this morning from same entries, yes, but look, Jupiter just went much higher. So Ondo was insane. Look, if you catch this on Ondo, or if you were here at 6 o'clock, this was actually excellent entry. And look, Ondo is just blasting Gala. So there are opportunities always to check and push. So okay, so this is closing. Let's see what it does. So it's broke above that, which is great. Okay, it's rejecting now because there was lots of liquidity above that, so I would expect this to close above. Okay, I need to see some change in market structure. It's strong close above. We can expect a little bit retrace. I'm not going to move the stop loss now. I'm going to want to see the retrace comes back, and then once the price is, actually that's where I need to be closing. So once the price is there, that's when I'll put a stop loss to break even, because it's rejecting this order block. If I move too quick, I'm protecting the trade, but I can come back, take me out, and continue going. So we always look on these things just to make sure it doesn't take us out too quick. You see, in 5 minutes it hasn't moved much. We need to give more room to play. See, that's why there was a rejection, because people who went short, there was lots of liquidity. There's also this 15 minutes order block where still some orders, but more it touches the order block, weaker it gets, they collect more orders, and then it means they can push through. So because it's came back once, it came back twice, came back 3 times, and most likely it's going to break, and it's going to go for these drop traders, where there's lots of drop traders here. There's also lots of liquidity here. So let's see. But yeah, the volume is not coming in as much as I would like to see the volume coming in. So that is also a kicker. So you see how ETH is pretty weak. It can't break above the level. So that's is my break even, exit, stop loss. Yeah, brave. You see 5 minutes on this drop traders. You see Bitcoin went through that, so this one was rejecting multiple times again. So order block, same order block. There we need some volume coming in, so this needs to close a full candle close. Bitcoin is looking actually much better than ETH. You see, it's closing. And it's very bullish. So 1 hour, it's still pretty weak. You see, this is also pretty weak. But I would really expect this to come back on this zone before it's coming back lower, because if you look underneath, it comes back, retests, it creates higher low, and then it's going to go down. So we can only hold this trade up to there if they're going to give us that opportunity. So we have to see how it's going to react on here. There is you know, this order block, and there's really big volume, so there's some 15 minutes fair value gap here as well. So, but that's the same zone. So it pushes up. If it pushes up here, I'll close the trades, but it's pretty sluggish. Okay, it's pretty sluggish. As long as the ETH actually closes above here, but in the next minute. So if it closes, okay, so there's it's a push, because look, H bar, man, H bar. This is the trade. You know, this is the entry, and H bar is already what you know, safe being there. So 1 to 2. So it's already pushed this. So the supply zone is gone. So this is the next target. So that will bring you 3 to 1. So you know, there. If you put the stop loss there below 50, that's 4 to 1, because I expect this to go into this zone. You know, you're already in a nice profit. So 5 minutes retest, you know, 50 MAs, it's a railroad truck, and dying, you know. Avalanche, a little bit slower. You know how nice Bitcoin is going actually. ETH is pulling us with it, so it needs a breakthrough, because there's lots of short orders here. So it needs more volume to coming in to push through, because once it breaks this level, I am putting into break even. Same, as long as it breaks this level, I'll put it break even. That's if it breaks that. So the order block is cleared, as I said. It's going to clear that. So the drop traders, which is going to be probably on 5 minutes here, 15 minutes there. So this is going to be a challenge. As long as the volume comes in, breaks above, closes above, we are good to go. Because there was loads of liquidity here, so I expect a little bit maybe retrace. The stop losses are, you know, stop loss is there for people who went short there if they didn't close that. So and see how it is rejecting again, so it needs more volume coming in. Come on. So ETH, Bitcoin, so 5 minutes broke above, so expect what do we expect? We don't expect much here. So because look, EMS are all up, strong, you know, 2 minutes is really strong. So what do we have here? So okay, this is becoming stronger as well, so but needs really break above here, close above this. Once it breaks above and closes above this one, then probably ETH is going to be fine as well. So there's news in 2 hours. Okay, ETH did close bullish on the next candle on 15 minutes, but it still needs to push for us to see what's gonna happen. So anyway, So I'm gonna record for another 5 minutes, and then I'll see if I can upload this video as my first video to see what is happening. So okay, volume, let's see, what do we see? What is this? Okay, there's some short orders here, so at 81.150, so 150 is there, so there's just above this candle. So people went short there. Why they went short there? Yeah, it's interesting. You see Avalanche is not pushing as well, so Avalanche is like on this supply zone. But look, HBAR is going. HBAR is going to reach this. Sweet. Okay. You see how ETH is just pushing back. So we need to break above this level. So 15 minutes is still plenty of time to go. So let's see what this 2 minutes does. Because I can't move my stop loss on this one, so it can come back still, you know, all the way back to here and push up. So, but multiple rejections from the same locations. It's, you know. See if this candle was really strong, really bullish, really strength came in, so this cannot break more than half of this candle. So if it starts breaking really lower, then we might be going other way. But as long as Bitcoin is going to go up, ETH is going to go up as well. So that's the correlation between them. So Bitcoin obviously is the one that pulls all the market. Because Bitcoin is still strong. Like I said, my first idea is that it's going to go back into this 255, which is also trap traders, because there's lots of trap traders here. So if they don't want to release these ones, then the price might be rejecting on here and then just come back. But looking on EMAs, this is becoming much stronger. You know, because look on 15 minutes we have 10, 20, and 50 all below the price. So that's very bullish. I'm using EMAs as my guide for the trades, but as you can see, I'm using drop traders, order blocks, some fair value gaps. I'm just using combination of all of them, so because that's really gives me a better understanding on the market, what the price is going to do, high lows. The most important thing, what I'm using is you know, high low, lower high. So all this, so just following the market structure to understand what they're going to do. So that's the whole plan, what I'm doing and how I'm trading. So come on, ETH, give me the push. So anyway, guys, I am nearly closing my recording because it's an hour recording. So far everything is going great, as long as we break above you know, this level. This is why it says break, close, retest, break, confirm, retest. Means it's gonna break above, come back, retest same level, then we're gonna go up higher. So that's what we need. So anyway, it's a long recording, and no one's most likely gonna watch an hour recording, but that's generally I want to do. I want to start recording market updates and do some live trades. This is my first video, so set it up and let's meet all you legends on my next video. So peace out.